November the 22nd. I got called about 8 a.m. this morning for a showtime of 4:58 p.m. to start a 4-day trip. The vloggy vlogs are back in full effect. Come with me on this 4-day trip. I have 2 legs today. Fort Lauderdale to, where am I going? Nashville. Then Nashville with a layover in Baltimore. So it should be fun. Stay tuned for the remainder of the video to see what fun adventures we embark on. Our plane was coming in from Cleveland and it ended up being a few minutes late. So we're a little too late at this point. Cleaners are on the plane now, making it do what it do. So as soon as they're done, we'll do our safety checks. And about to do my safety checks and board, and we will be on the way. It is 7:20 p.m. and we had to return to the gate. And your girl is pissed. Let me tell you, I just knew this day was gonna be easy, breezy, beautiful, but God had other plans. It is now 8:15 p.m. and we are still delayed. When I tell you I'm over it, I'm over it. It is now 8:33 and we are finally.
And once again, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'll be giving the cabin money for your company.
Oliver, yeah. America. I'm gonna do one more stretch. Go ahead and reach all the way down and try to touch your toes. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And while you're down there, if you have any trash or cans, napkins, go ahead and grab those. This way it does come to the cabin. Collect any items you'd like to discard.
So it is 2 a.m. in Baltimore. We have finally made it after a 3-hour delay, which I will explain later. I am so tired. It is freezing, like 30 something degrees outside, and we're waiting on the shuttle at 2 in the morning. So yeah, I'm not happy, but it's gonna be fine. Once I get to my room, get to take a hot shower and get in my bed, I'm gonna be happy. It is Saturday and it is 1 p.m. I said good morning like it's not afternoon, but it's morning to me. I just woke up. Anyway, I'm in Baltimore. I don't leave until like 6 something tonight. So I have to sit down and explain to y'all what I went through yesterday, because yesterday was a mess. It was supposed to be a short and sweet day, 2 flights, both under 2 hours. Amazing. But it didn't go that way, because the Lord had other plans. Yeah, it all started in Fort Lauderdale. Me and my crew had a showtime of 4:58 p.m. Oddly specific, but that was our showtime, 4:58. So we get to the crew room, we check in, we head to our gate. A few minutes after that, we get to our gate and find out that our plane has not even arrived yet. Our plane hasn't landed. It was delayed coming in from Cleveland, I believe due to weather. So at this point, we're like 20 or 30 minutes delayed. Not too bad, and we can make that up later. So the plane finally comes in. They deplane. We board. We shut the door. We're on our way. Air traffic control clears us to take off. We are going full speed down the runway, about to take off. And we about to run into a Southwest plane that's coming this way. It just landed. It was on its way to its gate. But I believe there was a fuel truck or a maintenance truck or something in the middle of the runway. So that plane couldn't move. I don't know how air traffic control missed that. Human error, I guess. But yeah, like these 2 big ass Airbuses was about to collide in the middle of the runway. Air traffic control somehow didn't see it, but luckily the captain did. But I mean, this big ass plane is going full speed down the runway and we had to slam on our brakes. So the whole plane was like, I swear it was a mess. So that happened. People are screaming. The captain calls the lead in the front of the plane and explains what happened. And then the lead calls us and relays the message. So at this point, we're just sitting in the middle of the runway. And we don't know if we're about to go, if air traffic control is about to clear us to fly, or if we're going to have to go back to the gate. And guess what happened? Let me give you all some seconds. we had to go back to the gate because maintenance had to check out the brakes, because basically when a plane is going that speed and has to stop so fast, it's a lot harder on a big plane than it is on like a car. So we had to go back to the gate for a full maintenance check, and that took too long. So then they're like, okay, we're gonna clear you guys to fly, but the brakes are extremely hot right now, so just sit here and wait with the passengers still on the plane for your brakes to cool down before you can take off again. Great. We sitting for like an hour, and now we have to do what is called a tarmac delay. We have to pull out the tarmac delay kit. So this is just large bottles of water that we split into cups, and the little Biscoff cookies that we give out to everybody free of charge for the inconvenience, I suppose. So that was interesting because nobody was satisfied with just that. It's like, all we get is water and cookies? Okay, it could have been nothing. You lucky you're getting this. I don't understand. So moving forward from there, we are cleared to fly again. The brakes have cooled off. We're good to go, right? So we get out on the runway, contact air traffic control to give us clearance to take off. And they say that at this point, you guys have timed out. The flight is no longer in the system because the delay was so long. So we have to relog everything. So they sat us on the runway. We had to sit on the runway again for another like hour and a half. Are you shitting me? Y'all, when I tell y'all I was over it, and this is just the first leg, this is just the first flight, we still had a whole nother flight to go. We still had a Nashville to Baltimore flight that was now delayed 3 hours because of the delay that we had back in Fort Lauderdale. So this all happened before we got shit done. We ain't even leave the airport. So you know those people got on the plane pissed, especially the Baltimore natives. I love y'all, but these DMV people. And then, of course, there was turbulence almost the entire duration of both flights. Of course. That was a cherry on top, that right there. But I think I jinxed it for real. Because I came in like, oh, today's finna be easy. 2 quick flights, both under 2 hours. I got a 20-hour layover in Baltimore. I'm finna get some crab cakes. Like, yeah. But that ain't how it went. At least my crew is cool, though. My crew is mad cool. And today it's a fresh start. I got 2 more flights today. Baltimore to Austin, then Austin to New Orleans. And we got a long layover in New Orleans tonight, too. I think it's like 21 or 22 hours. So it's lit. Period. Ooh, child. So, yeah. I just wanted to vent a little bit. Keep it up. I'm so annoying, y'all. I'm sorry. But, yeah, stay tuned to see what today's adventures entail. It's been real talking to myself. And I love my job so much. It's so great. It's fabulous. It's fabulous. It's day 2, kids. I got me some Smoothie King. It is 6:56. I've been here like 20-30 minutes. Should stop boarding soon because we've been here almost 30 minutes. So yeah, let's get out there. Hey y'all, it is about 1 p.m. on day 4, which means it is go home day. And I am so grateful because if you can't already tell, I am wore out. So let me back up. On day 2, I told y'all we did Baltimore to Austin, Austin to New Orleans. We landed in New Orleans at about 12 a.m. and by 1 a.m., 1:30, me and one of my coworkers were on Bourbon Street turning up, and Bourbon Street was on 10 because the Saints had a home game and beat the Panthers. I think I got back to the hotel around 7, had breakfast downstairs, and then slept the entire day. We had a showtime of 10 p.m. for a Vegas turn out of New Orleans. So the flight to Vegas was about 4 hours. The flight returning back to New Orleans was about 3 hours. We landed back in New Orleans at 7 a.m. today, and we're leaving at 6 p.m. tonight for one leg home to Fort Lauderdale, and we land there around 9:30-ish p.m. their time. So this trip got me feeling real crazy. Between the jet lag and the hangover, I'm just ready to go. So yeah, that's that. I'm gonna just chill here until further notice. I'm gonna stay right here, okay? Till further notice. One leg home tonight, and then I'm off the rest of the month for Thanksgiving.